Good morning friends, second year commerce, subject economics and chapter number 2, that is fundamental concept as well as terminology. So as we start second chapter, first of all we learn about price and value, difference between both the things, relation between both things, types of goods and services, various types of goods and services there. Thereafter we discuss the production, okay, factor of production. In last video that we learned about the factor of production. As we know that four factor of production is there. Number one, that is capital, land, okay, that is two types is there, that is nature as well as human. Land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs. And before that we have completed another one chapter, one topic, that is wealth and welfare. So up to this level in chapter number 2 that we have to complete, and right now we are going to discuss about the last topic of this chapter, and that is trade cycle. So this is the last video of second chapter. Okay, so the topic name is trade cycle. So first of all, we have to learn about some information regarding trade cycle. Why this changes? Some reason is there, causes is there. Four reasons are there: irregular changes, seasonal changes, long-run changes, and cycling changes. Four reasons that we are discussing in detail. Then after definition of trade cycle, according to two different type of author gives the definition, that characteristics of trade cycle, and lastly that we are covering, that we are cover phases of trade cycle. In that four phases are boom, recession, depression and recovery. So in this video, first of all we are going to start about the next topic, that is trade cycle. Okay, so here let me start this topic. Economic activities goes through phases of dynamic changes. The most important word, dynamic changes, like a human life goes through changes. Okay, as we know our human life is also changes due to some reasons, due to some causes. Our life is changed. Okay, sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel strong. Okay, so same as in the business also, that business phases is changes due to dynamic changes, due to many changes. That business concept, okay, the business is the change in a market. So here four type of changes is there that we have to study. Number one, that is irregular changes. Okay, so what do you mean by irregular changes? So it can also be said that it's accidental changes. It means that we never think about that type of changes, but due to that reason our business has changes totally. Okay, for example, floods, okay, rains, storms, fire, earthquake. So this type of change is there. Due to that reason our business is totally changed. So this is the irregular changes, and because of irregular change in business affect two ways. It's a short run as well as long run effect. Okay, according to the nature of that particular problems, it is affected in our business. Okay, so this is the first changes. Because of that changes, trade cycle is also changed. Okay, so which type of change? That is irregular change. We never think about that particular change, but due to some factors it will be changed. Okay, next one, second reason, that is the seasonal change. Okay, what do you mean by seasonal change? The change is regularly occurs and demand for the certain goods at the specific time. See, this type of change is occurs regularly. Okay, it changes regularly. For example, if a time of winter, then the cloth of woolen demand is high. Okay, when monsoon is coming there, then the demand of raincoat as well as umbrella is increasing. At the time of festival also, for example, at the time of in January, Makar Sankranti is there. So up to the end, at the end of the December as well as in the first 15 days of January, the demand of kite as well as trade is increased because it's a seasonal change. In Navratri, beauty products, cosmetic products, okay, then different kind of sweets is increasing at the time of Diwali. So here this type of changes is called a seasonal change. When season is changed, demand also change. Again season is changed, demand also change. So this type of changes is called a seasonal changes. The changes is regular usually occurs, as we know that at that time this type of changes occurs. Okay, right now it's time of rain. Okay, so definitely at the time of rain, umbrella as well as raincoat demand is increases. Then when this goes that October, November, December, at the time of winter, woolen cloth is increase. So this is the main things. This is seasonal change. The change occurs regularly. Next, number 3, that is long run change. Okay, the changes occurs for the longer period of time. For example, GST. Okay, that change of GST, notebandi, it's for longer period of time. So in business, some activity occurs and the effect is longer. Okay, so given the direction, it gives the direction in the regular sales trend from the trend. So it gives the direction in the form of trend. Okay, in changing of trend, they give the direction how to changes the direction, how to changes the trend in the long run chain. For example, taste and preference of consumer. Up to the age of 15, their like and dislike is changed. But after 15, again like and dislike is changed. After 40, like and dislike is changed. After 60, like and dislike is changed. So here, it is called long run changes. Okay, so many factors are there. That taste and preference is there. Some government norms are there. So it's a long run changes. And number 4, that is a cycling change. So what do you mean by cycle change? Dynamic changes arising in the economy over its long run growth, leading rise or upward in the growth of economy activity and fall down are called trade cycle. Due to the dynamic changes, either it is increase upward or decrease, that is called a dynamic changes, or we can say that as a trade changes. Okay, for example, as we know, each and everything, okay, what happened, for example, any products is there. So what happened when they are introduced new product in the market? First of all, their sales is increase in this way. Okay, the sales is increase in this way because the market, in a market, product is new, so it gives new features, new benefits. Okay, so each and every people are there, those who are invest their money in their particular firm, in their particular product, and buy the products. At the certain level, what happened? Sales is increases at a highest level that we are discussing in a phase of trade cycle. But when competitors are seeing that this type of products is introduced in the market, that same type of product also they are increasing. So some products, some customers are there, those who are moved another side, and then our sales is slowly decrease. And one time is there, then our product is outdated, our products is on a less demand. Again, we are introduce new technology, we are going to enable do the new research. Again, we have introduced new technology in the market. Again, our sales is increases. So this type of changes. Okay, for example, this is a boom. Okay, then recession, depression, and recovery. So 4 types is there that we have discussed here. But what do we mean by here cycling changes? That dynamic changes arise in the economy over its long run growth, leading to rise. It means that leading to rise upward as well as downward. It means that upward and downward of particular business, that is called cycling change. So here in first part that we learn about trade cycle, that is 4 types is there. Number 1, that is regular changes. Number 2, seasonal changes. Number 3, long run changes. And number 4, that is cycling changes. Now in second part, what we learn? We learn about trade cycle, characteristics of trade cycle, and phases of trade cycle. So this is the definition of trade cycle given by Herculer. Trade cycle is an interval that emphasizes alternating periods of prosperity, good time, and depressing the bad time. So trade cycle is a combination. It's an interval of 2 times, that is good time as well as bad time. For any products, for any business, 2 times is that good time and bad time. When you make the high profit, it's a good time for you, and when the less profit is there, it's a bad time. Okay, so here according to Habler, trade cycle is an interval that emphasizes alternating periods of prosperity, it means that good time, and disparaging, it means it's bad time. So it's a combination of two time, good time as well as bad time. And second author, that is Howden, trade cycles are the continuous phases of good and bad changes occurring in the economy. So when trade cycle is called, it's a combination of good time as well as bad time. So that particular thing is told by the great author. Trade cycle are continuous phases. It's a continuous phases because in business, as we see, sometimes our business is going upward and sometimes due to some reasons our business is going downside. Okay, so here trade cycle are continuous phases of good and bad changes occurring in the economy. In the economy, due to some factors, our business is increasing or our business is decreasing. So combination of both the time, that is called a trade cycle. So this is the meaning as well as definition of trade cycle. That is, trade cycle is an alternative that emphasizes alternating period of the prosperity. It means that for the good time as well as bad time. And Hartwell also told that the trade cycle are, it's a continuous phases of good and bad changes occurring in the economy. So I think this definition, second definition is there. It is easy for the remembering. It is easy for the understand. Okay. Now some characteristics is there, and as we discussed, the characteristics is find out with the help of definitions. Okay. So four characteristics is there. Number one is restrict the dynamic changes in the economy. What type of dynamic changes is there? Either it is increasing or decreasing. We can get the information with the help of trade cycle. Number two, it restricts the positive and negative changes in the economy. Whatever changes is there, either the changes is a positive way or negative way, that we can judge with the help of trade cycle. And nowadays each and every companies are there, those who are making their particular balance sheet, particular graph data, that we can understand easily that product movement method, otherwise by trade cycle is increasing or decreasing. So with the help of trade cycle we can judge, we can take the information that either it is increase or decrease. We can take that particular decision from it. Now third, they arise because of several factors. As we know that any changes in the business because of any factors affecting is there. So as we know that trade cycle is changing because of several factors, and that factor is this four type of factor. Number one, that is irregular changes, seasonal changes, long run changes, or cycle changes. So various types of four types is there. It's a several factor, and because of that factor, our trade cycle is changed. Next, number four, it has various phases. It has a various phases, and each phase does not last for a uniform period. As we know that various types of phases is there, and whatever phases at the particular time is there, it is not last. It means that whatever phase is there, it is changed after the changing of time. For example, boom is there. After few time, boom is converted into recession. After few time, recession is converted into depression, and after few time, it is converted into recovery. After the new innovations, new technology, again it's converted into boom. So whatever phases are there, that particular phases is not a last phase of our economy. So this is the four characteristics is there. Now the last topic of last particular subtopic of this topic as well as this chapter, and that particular thing is the phases of trade cycle. As we know, when we are introducing a new product in the market, when we are introducing a new business in the market, first of all, four phases are there. Those they are phases. Number one, that phase is boom or peak. It means that in a boom phase, this is a period when the economic activity reaches the maximum growth level in the given time periods. In the given time period, they earn maximum growth. Demand have a peak and have to income of profit. They earn most high income as well as high profit. Thus, This period are also called a peak period. So this is the first point, that is boom. Second one, that is a recession. Okay, recession, that means that is this period follows the period of boom when the economic activity peaks in a given period and investment of employees have reached at the highest possible level. It means that in this diagram this is a boom, but when it reaches the highest particular investment and highest earned profit, that is called a recession time. But after some time what happened, that at a particular certain level it's a decreasing, because as we discussed earlier that various types of competitors are there. For example, Hyundai, Verna. Okay, so good car that they have launched before 2 to 3 years, that they are increasing that level. But one competitor is there. For example, Maruti Suzuki Ciaz. They manufacture the car same as Hyundai, Verna. So here what happens, at the same time some features and due to some reasons, okay, some customers are there, those who are change their preference to Maruti Hyundai to particular another car, that is Maruti Ciaz. So at that time what happened, recession time for Hyundai Verna. Okay, and that's called depression is there. Okay, so in depression what happened, that is a recession phase continues to cause of depression when all the activities reach a maximum level under those circumstances. Okay, when some new innovations are there, new technology are there in a cheapest way, some other companies are there, those who have provided the particular thing. Sometimes what happened, some customers are there, those who are change their taste and like and dislike and change that into another product. That is the depression for the particular products. And last but not the least, that is the recovery. When many depressions is there, that sales is at a lowest level, that at that time what happened, government may try to push the investment and employment, and certain time technology changes happen in the long run, and that's why it's again increasing their continuous level and employment as well as investment. Again, that they are what they are doing, they are recover their particular level, and when they are recover, again they are introduce new products in the market, and then what they are doing, they are recovering and introduce new market, and again they are boom in a period of boom. So this is the total phases of trade cycle. In a old syllabus, one topic is there related to this, and that topic is product movement, product life cycle. Okay, that topic name is product life cycle, and that particular thing is do in a better way to understand this concept. Okay, so here what we learn in today's video, that we learn first of all trade cycle. It's a economic activity go through the phases of dynamic changes. 4 type of changes is there. Irregular changes for the effect of long run. Number 2 is the seasonal changes, regular occurring. Long run changes, and 4 that is trade cycle, the cycling changes. What do you mean by trade cycle? So two authors given the meaning as well as definition of trade cycle. That is, the trade cycle is an interval that emphasizes alternating periods for the prosperity. It means good time, as well as depression, it means bad time. And another author gives the definition: trade cycle are the continuous phases of good and bad changes occurring in the economy. Thereafter we discuss about characteristics. 4 characteristics is there. Number 1 is dynamic changes. It's again positive as well as negative, both type of changes is there. Number 3, they arise because of several factors, changes of several factors. And number 4, it has a various phases, and each phases is a not last phases because it's a changing ever. And lastly we discuss phases of trade cycle. 4 phases is there. Number 1, that is boom or peak. Number 2, recessions. Number 3, depressions. And number 4, that is recovery. So this is the end of chapter number 2. So again, what we learn in chapter number 2, first of all, price and value, relation between price and value. Then after, goods and services and types of goods. In third, wealth and welfare, types of wealth and welfare. Number 4, introduction is that land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs. And now in this video we discuss about the trade cycle, definition of trade cycle, characteristics of trade cycle and phases of trade cycle. So this is the end of chapter number 2. Now in next video we will discuss chapter number 3, that is demand. Okay, so as we discussed earlier that you have to write each and every notes in your notebook. Okay, in your own words, when we meet, that we will discuss that particular things in a deep way. Okay, so you have to write down that particular